Hey, you want to take a quick look at a couple modifications I'm doing all my full-size compact auto pistols. This is my Glock 17, an empty Glock 17. Today I'm looking at decal grips, which is little plastic rubberized kind of sticker that you apply to the frame and or the slide of the pistol. They make these for tons of guns. Other brands, there's Talon grips, decal grips. I'm sure there are other people that do it. You can also go to Home Depot and buy, what's it called? Basically a skateboard tape. And it's just almost sandpaper with an adhesive. That works fine. You can cut that to any shape you want, for any gun, for whatever. I just bought these today. They were cheap and I wanted to play with them. I used them a bunch in the past and got this new pistol. Haven't done anything with it yet, so I figured it'd be a good opportunity. I don't use these like they're supposed to be used. They come with all kinds of stuff. They come with a grip panel for each side of the gun. It's like that. Well, that's the wrong one. Not that it matters, but like that. Then over here. Then they come with the trigger guard right under here, underneath the bottom of the trigger guard, which I actually like, and I'll tell you about that in a second. They come with a piece for front cocking serrations, and that piece can also be used for this depression, this thumb depression right here. They also come with these funky little like partial backstrap pieces. I don't even know what to call them. They go right on the side here where the Glock grip goes from textured to smooth back to textured on the proper backstrap. Excuse me, not using those either. And they also come with a, I guess you'd call it a cocking aid that goes behind the serration. The only thing I'm using how it's supposed to be is the underneath the trigger guard. Now what I've done here, and I highly doubt you're going to be able to see this, but I've taken a Dremel sanding drum and taken all the texture off of this part right here where I know my finger's going to come in contact when I'm building my grip. So after I draw the pistol, I bring it up, bringing my second hand into play. I've got an index point there for where my finger should be every time. So I can just roll my finger into that spot. And then, as a continuation of that, of building my grip, after I've got my hand locked in here where it's supposed to be, I've got an index point here for my thumb. Now that's the grip that was supposed to go on the back of the cocking serrations. I'm not going to use it for that. I'm going to use it for this index point every time. I know exactly where my hands should be. So if my hands are in the wrong place, I won't feel this, I won't feel that, I won't feel the notch I have cut here. So I think they're really good for that. I used the other one, the other side, basically just a reminder, keep your trigger finger indexed. Or if for some reason I was shooting with two hands and using my left hand, I could put my other thumb over there. Makes it ambidextrous, I guess. Yep. So I really like it for that. I don't really like it for these. I don't know who's grabbing the very back, half inch of the slide anyway to cock the pistol. That's just stupid. Along those same lines, this right here is intended to be used for a forward cocking serration. The packaging says you can use it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. The packaging says you can use it here on the nose of the slide on either side, or you can use it in these thumb depressions here on both sides of the slide. Instead of doing that, because I don't use forward cocking serrations. Even if I had them, I wouldn't use them. If I had 1911s that had them, don't use them. I don't do a press check like that. I have no reason to have them, basically. So what I did was adapted these to something I do use, which is coming over the top of the slide and power stroking it. So I've basically extended the factory slide serrations and given myself a little better grip. So I've got them on this side, and on this side I had to cut those out so they'd fit around the extractor. But it's great for those serrations are only what, 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches long. You're extending it to a good another inch or two. Another 1.5 inches, maybe just another inch. Regardless, it's giving you more grip, more options. I really like that. That's a great way to use these. And again, these are just things that work for me, things that make the way I run this gun better. The index points when I'm making my grip, and the way I charge the firearm. and they work really good for me. I really doubt I'm going to use anything else out of this package. I really can't think of anything to use. I would like to cut the grip. What do they call it? The finger grooves? That's what they're called. Cut the finger grooves off of this at some point and reshape that. And at that point, if I could do that, I would put something on the front strap. Something like that. Cut that into a line, put that there. But that's the future. I'm not doing that right now. It's a month-old Glock. I don't need to start cutting it up quite yet. We'll see what happens. But decal grips, I mean, they're cheap. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bucks. All depends on where you buy them. You can get them cut specifically for the gun. These were cut for a 19, 23, 25, 32, 38. Good lord. Man, Glock makes a ton of money just making guns that are all the same size, don't they? My word. Regardless, I bought these for a 19 because I knew I wasn't going to use them the way they were intended. And they were cheap. That's another good reason. Really cool product if you can make them work for you. Don't just buy them and slap them on and say, oh, well, there, I got a better grip on the gun. Yeah, it's not that easy. While they may help, I don't find Glocks to be terribly slippery. I would like a little more texture on the front strap. I'd like to get rid of the finger grooves? My word. I'd like to get rid of those and have just a flat front strap with some checkering or some added traction, but that's another story. So that's about it. Cool little product, cheap, something cool to mess around with too if you just are looking for something to do to your pistol, but also extremely practical. Very, very practical.